3, 2, 1. I can see 2 red lights there.
That means we're on.
This is a Milne Road Studios production.
Afternoon, Ash.
With Mr. Shaun Evans. How are you, buddy?
Good. Another week. I think we're getting on a roll now. We're doing one weekly.
Murray Sontag at the moment, isn't it? Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Fuck,
Welcome to Sunday.
How good Sundays, eh?
Oh, bit of a relaxation day.
And we're in the furnace again. We're in the 37 degrees studio.
I think we're doing this for the weight loss program.
Bit by bit.
Yeah.
How are you, mate?
Very well. Very well. You?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We got through the troubled week. We last week we were really belting it out with House of Traumas down at Hove. We got through last week, of course, and this week we got the Lego house back together again.
Nice. And so you finally finished down there?
We've finally done it. We've got the frames back in, the waterproofing's done.
Nice.
The doors are in, the doors are sliding pretty well.
Jeez.
Overall, not too bad a result for the effort. Like, you know, it's all upper floor, you're working off balconies. There's nothing but ocean in front of you. It was the best view, best office job for the week.
Amazing.
So you could see right out to sea. It was cool. You could see which way the wind was blowing with how the water was reacting. And
is that why you delayed it slightly? So
yes,
you
sir.
Just go down
yes,
more
it
there?
took longer. Yes, it did. But we're there
it's gonna take 6 days.
Wednesday and Thursday, and then ended up at Manham yesterday.
Manham?
Up the river. So
yes.
For a local builder that's doing a lot of work up there, which is very good.
You've got quite a good week then.
We've had the best picturesque jobs in 1 week for quite a while.
Not
anyway.
Wrong. So what do you get this week in a city?
Most probably, yeah. Monday and Tuesday is always a bit average in regards to nice and close to home.
Yep.
Hopefully get home early. It's still going to be warm.
Is it? Yeah, I haven't even looked this week.
So, yeah, we've got, as we said last week, we got Jeff and Helen coming over.
Nice.
And Caitlin and Andy from Sydney. They're due over on Wednesday.
And then the Cornwall people?
And they are the Cornies, and they got the Cornies with them. So there's Lily and
Jeff.
Jeff's coming. Jeff's the man. So, but anyway, there's a busy week. We got Reese and Debbie here. They've been at the LIV Golf yesterday, and
what do they think of it?
They've just got out of bed, I think, and gone out for brekkie. So they're looking hungover. I think they got in about 3 o'clock this morning.
I don't think I could do that anymore.
I couldn't do it anymore. If I'm not in bed by 7:30. I'm a pain in the ass.
Oh, good. And if I get to bed at 9 or 10, I've got cramps and I've got, back pain or, God knows. No,
I'll have to get you some prune juice, won't we, to make your cramps go.
Have you ever tried that?
No. Prune juice would be the wrong colour.
So I umpired that Div 2 game down at Goodwood that was hot last week. Yep. And old bloke comes out and he said, "You're not moving too fast there, ump." And I said, "Well, my legs are cramping a bit because she's 37 and I'm feeling a bit in my legs, So he goes, "I've got some special cordial." So anyway, he brought it back. Tasted the worst drink I've ever had in my life. I bet it was good for you then. And he goes, "Have a bit of prune juice, mate. What did you think of it?" I wish he'd told me that before. He was in his 80s, this old bloke from Goodwood. God bless him. He was only trying to help me. But it was the sort of stuff that I thought, if I don't drink the whole cup, at least I've got something to then go and put in my petrol tank to get home.
Yeah, that's right. There's always something good out of something bad, isn't there?
It was like horrible. So, mind you, I will say, legs felt bloody terrific after. So, yeah, I don't know. Perhaps there's something to it.
You'll have to get on the avocados.
Oh.
These are turning into women, aren't we?
I know. What are we doing?
I don't know.
We'll be sent down to wee soon.
I don't know. Well, I am now, I used to blow in the garden quite a bit, and now she doesn't even let it go into the garden anymore, so...
oh, dear. No, I just...
She likes to pick it up in the driveway, you see. I like to load the garden bed up.
Yeah.
And then sweep it all out at once, put it into a bin, it's all done, you see.
Nothing wrong with that, but these days I don't know about the aim
Descriptive.
either. Yeah, very much so. Perhaps that's something you could do on the show. No, I don't think we'll do that.
New segment. How to blow in the garden beds.
I reckon people could learn. I think if you and I put our minds together, we could teach people a lot of stuff on this show coming up.
Well, it's there for education, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And
our one guest, Michelle, sort of is the beneficiary of all the knowledge. So,
well, she said to me the other week, I've learnt so much since watching this, and people...
So much what not to listen to, I'd be thinking.
People stop me on the street just saying, oh, my God, you teach us so much. So I think there's something to this. I think
there's nothing to it whatsoever, buddy.
Yeah, anyway.
37. So we got a hot week.
Yeah.
We got a hot week again. Like this, it's been, if you said this summer, look, it hasn't been massive heat wave, but it's been a long mid-30s, I reckon, for at least 4 to 6 weeks now, I reckon.
It has, hasn't it? And look, I'm not a fan of it. So I've been a fan of this. But
2 fans.
One right there. There's our second fan. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for this to start cool down, surely.
Well, I reckon we might go right through to the end of March.
Well, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it's just the year for it. I think we're still lucky that we haven't had a bushfire yet.
Yes.
A big one. I know we've had one down the down near Cape Jervis there. Last week we had a big burn-off down there.
Right.
But most of that's just scrubland. So it didn't really take anything, but... I don't know. We came back Chainer Ponds yesterday, and there's still a lot of undergrowth that must be 6 foot tall, and that's just ignition for fires. Especially if there's hills involved.
Yeah.
It sort of preheats its dinner on the way up. So once it's hot, boom, up she goes.
Well, still drive around looking through the hills for work, and you see it all just dry and just sitting there, and you think.
And it's windy this time of year. You're starting to get the cycles are starting to move again, and one's trying to drag over the other one. And look, it's if we can get through, we've still got 2 weeks of February left.
Yeah, that's
we've
true.
Still got all March, so we've still got
6
6 good weeks of swimming and hot and everything else.
Oh God, don't tell me that.
How's that with the pool? We've had the pool clean because we knew people coming this February, so.
Yep.
We made a big effort this year because we've got pepper trees down the back, we've got gum trees. There's a lot of material that's always in the pool, and you get a hot day, and and of course what happened, the condenser or the converter that changes the salt to chlorine decided to shit itself last week. God. We didn't know for 2 days. Man, it goes down. The pool's half green. Oh, my God.
Oh.
So to turn that round,
and you got people on the way.
You got 40,000 litres of water. You pump out another 3,000 litres of water to get rid of all the shit off the bottom.
Right.
Then you got to refill it again. Then that changes all the chemistry of the water. So it's quite a battle.
I hope they appreciate it when they're in it.
When it's hot, you got a cold drink. Yeah.
The POMs, I hope they're...
Nothing better. You use it 8 times a year, for all the money you chuck down its throat.
Well, and that's... we had a pool as kids, and Dad used to spend a fortune on it, and... he'd always say, go out and swim, for God's sake, with all the money.
Bobby Ant said, that's good.
He said, go out and bloody use it, would you? Because I'm putting all this money into it.
There's nothing better, though, like on a hot night where it's 28, 29 C, and you just get your gear off and do a nudie swim in the pool and just sit out there and look at the stars. And, there's so many more satellites there now with Elon Musk. Where they're all, there's one that goes through every 30 seconds, and there'll be a dozen of them that just do the same trajectory. Boom, boom, right through. It's Skylink or whatever it's called, but you look up now and there's so much stuff in the sky. What about the funny light the other night? It looked like, it was in the paper, it looked like a vortex, almost like a black hole. It was in Adelaide.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was in the paper.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard what the go on that one is, but that was, no one's got an explanation what it was.
Well, ex-President Obama today came out 5 hours ago.
The great statesman, yes.
He's come out 5 hours ago saying that aliens are real, UFOs are real, everyone knows about it at government level.
About time.
Everyone knows about it at government level. I'll have more to say later. So
is that right?
Now, for an ex-president of the United States to come out and do that, that's just massive.
That's pretty big.
That's just massive.
What about
just
Bill
confirms
Clinton? Did he have
what you and
anything
I
to
have been
say?
saying. No, Bill Clinton, he was still trying to put the black frock back
He's
into
still
the
trying
cupboard, I
to
think.
just trying to clean his garments up, wasn't he?
Yeah, where I
Possibly spilled a bit of milk on his chest.
I think he has, and no, look, he would probably have not a lot to say.
Hillary would have a fair bit to say about him, I suppose.
America's going crazy at the moment.
What's happening over there?
Not that we'll
What's
talk
going
about
on
it
over
too
there
much.
at the moment?
We don't want to get too controversial, but obviously this morning, I don't know, 7-8 hours ago, the names from Germany and France of the Epstein files, the names have been now unredacted. So what that means to the average person, just to let you know, where names were covered up in their files, the names are now not covered up in all those Epstein files. Now, Obama and the Clintons have been listed in that. Allegedly, we say that because we don't want to go down a legal path. But it's interesting now that Obama today all of a sudden comes out and says there's aliens and we've got to look into it. I don't know if that was a bit of
a square up.
Hey, look over there sort of thing. But so we've got that going on. Alien thing is taking off at the moment. Then we've got the files coming out in the next week. And now yesterday they moved the USS Gerald Ford warship from Venezuela. It is now going to be sitting in the Middle East out near Iran. They moved that yesterday, so that moved
is that the carrier group or just one destroyer? What is it?
One carrier and destroyer. They've just moved into that area. It was protecting Venezuela, but it's now moved into Iran yesterday.
What's it moved there for?
To keep an eye on things, I would imagine, in Iran. And interestingly enough, there was a British warship carrier, cannot think of the name of it, but that moved on the same day, so that's now in that same port. So you got the Poms
HMAS Elizabeth, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be.
It's the new one, the new super carrier with twin towers.
Could be.
I reckon it is.
But the UK Prime Minister came out and announced that yesterday. So both arrived into Iran. So America's now getting into the port of Iran as well with their warships. So she is just
she's a hot. The northern hemisphere is hot as a match head, isn't it? It's
if you're in America at the moment, it's just
wouldn't really like to be there. Look, even Marty Hall in British Columbia, they're still on the fault line there. They're still close enough to Iceland, Greenland, and all the bullshit. Russia's just across the road.
Well,
across the water, isn't it? It's not that far across, but
Putin, of course, came out yesterday as well in other big news and said that the American average Joe doesn't know he's being lied to by Trump and that what Russia's doing isn't, that bad after all. And that was a video that Putin sent to Americans. So she is just heating up. It's extraordinary.
It's interesting to see how it's all going to end up as well, isn't it? Because it's who do you believe now? We were talking AI before, images of aliens crawling on the ground and in Utah or wherever it was.
Arizona?
Yeah.
And then, there's so many fact checkers these days, Grok and ChatGPT, but the post was made yesterday where they showed aliens allegedly in the middle of the night in the dark crawling across the sand into this guy's place in Arizona, and he's pointing guns at it and they were crawling, and alien life form is real, my post is real, and it's the other fact checker places came back and said it didn't look real, but so then everyone sort of stopped looking at it. But for a while, it sent the internet into
Have you seen it?
meltdown. Yeah, I saw it.
Did you think it looked good?
To me, because I checked this right at 9 a.m. yesterday morning. I'm waking up. So I've done a bit of a rub of the eyes when I'm reading it because I'm sort of thinking, hang on, what am I
Did you have
watching?
your eye drops in at that stage?
Yeah, I did. I went and put them in. I thought, goodness me, I need to put them in here. Couldn't see, but anyway, I got my eyes together and I read it. And there was this guy from Arizona saying, this is not a hoax. That was the headline. This is aliens in my backyard in Arizona.
Wow.
With a video underneath. And I just looked at it and froze almost. I was like, holy God. Like,
You were talking before about the Grok computers that are almost sentient now, that
Yes.
they are actually communicating to each other in a way now that they've created their own language so that the humans can't even understand what they're talking about.
Well, I mean,
Now, that's crazy, isn't it? You know, there was an image on the phone the other day, whether it's true or not, that this guy on a computer gets called by this Grok and says, "Hello, Tony. This is Bubba," right? And you think, oh, my God. You know, and all of a sudden he says, "What am I wearing?" And he says, "Oh, you're wearing a Yankees top."
Yeah.
Sure enough, he's got a Yankees top on. And it's going, "How can you see me? How can you see me? I haven't even, you know." So obviously
AI,
it's out of control.
AI. I mean, look, they're now
Big
saying,
Brother, 1984. We read it at school.
Well, I mean, it's quite scary because, I mean, like, they're talking about robots
40
now.
years later, here we are. We're here now. Yeah, well, they're
talking
they're
about them,
lifelike, aren't they?
they're talking that they're so intelligent because what they'll do is they'll download a computer file on its back and it will teach you all you need to do heart surgery, right? So what they're saying in the next 10 years, and they're only talking 10 years, which to me is unbelievable. But if you go the next 10 years, you'll be able to have a robot at home called Ian who can sit there on the couch with you at night. He can talk to you.
2 eyes, iron. Go on.
That's it. Yep, I-O-N, Eon. But you have a bit of a heart problem. You're going, "Oh, Ian, I'm not feeling great." He'll be able to. They're saying that they'll actually be able to perform surgeries in your house.
Wow, they better go up your groin and sort it out.
Well,
we're not going to the moon this decade because it's easy. Yes, 10 years isn't long, is it? Like it goes pretty quick.
Ask Ian to help with the groin. It'll be, hang on, what again? Yeah, it's mental, Ash. Like, it's just mental. Like,
it's Northern Hemisphere craziness.
And if you put all
we're
that into
so exempt from it, aren't we? To a degree.
As a human, this is the debate. If we're going to create all these and have them in society, even sitting in your house, what does it mean for you? Like, as a human, you're going to be obsolete.
Well, you used to worry about what the dog was up to while you were at work. Now you'd be worried about the computer looking through your computer, wouldn't you? Or the robot.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what are you looking at all my stuff?
With this come home and it's got your footy shorts on and your singlet. And you're like, hang on.
Your tea tree gully footy shorts.
Yeah, your tea tree gully footy shorts. Jenny, what are you wearing?
Get the fuckers off, mate.
Jenny, I told you not to wear them. Yeah, so...
She'd have a skinny waist. They'd probably fall off.
Oh, mine.
Then you'd ask her to put them back on.
Because mine are a little bit wider. But the interesting thing is, though, if that's only 10 away... I was thinking my daughters will only be 27, 24.
Well, when you're born in 1968 and you say 1936, 2036, geez, that's getting close, isn't it?
But imagine a bit tight in the front of the stomach, and can I have a quick prostate check? Yeah, you could get that done.
How's that?
Yeah, well, exactly.
As long as it kisses me on the neck while it's checking. But go
out for dinner after.
I think it's all coming too quickly. I think the graph is going so vertical.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, look, the world at the moment fascinates me because there's so much that we don't know.
Sure.
But even I spent a day on X yesterday. I didn't have much to do, so I was on X. I was quite on Elon's app yesterday. My mind was blown by 8 o'clock at night. I was absolutely dead set tired because there was so much happening. There was aliens, there was the Epstein thing, there was technology, you could spend a whole day just getting your mind around it. It's fascinating. Like, I just spent a whole day looking at that virtually. So, yeah, so much going on. Like, the world is just... and what do we do down here in Oz?
We play golf. That's what we do. We've got LIV Golf on at the moment.
Yes, we do.
So down at the East Grange golf course there.
Yep.
So that started on Friday. So I'm going to read a bit of it. There was Cambo from New Zealand. He was out early for a day and a half. He was right up there. But Big Ram's back in, and the champ. They're both currently at minus 19. How cool's that?
That's not something I'd ever achieve.
So looking at it, and you got the first hole. I think it's the drinkers' hole, whatever. You know, if they get the hole in one, they will throw their cups. There was an eagle hit either. It might have been Friday. There was an eagle hit. So that's 2 under on a par 5. So on your third fairway shot, went in the hole.
Well, there was
you don't get
on the par 3.
Didn't see one.
Oh, I could be wrong. I thought there was a hole in one on the par 3.
Could have been, mate. There could have been one yesterday, but that's
all I saw. I just saw highlights. I've been meaning to watch it, but I was hooked with all things America yesterday.
Oh, it's a great nick. The wind was blowing, I reckon, from the west yesterday, so they were having a lot of trouble with a lot of their drives pushing right, but a lot of people. There were balls up against the base of trees and.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's more my go.
Yeah, that's right. You know, they're hitting with the back of the club to get it back onto the fairway.
It's me. As I said to you, I once was called Mazda because I used to go tree to tree. That's the way I play golf. But Petey wasn't in it. Petey Renfrey, he didn't...
No, he's still off 19, I think. He's... Matty from the other smelters down there as well. He might be off 1 or 2 at the minute. He might be off 1. So I think you've got to be 0 to be pro. Like, you've got to be 0 and below before you get invited to even look at that stuff. But you'd have to be pro 2, I believe, before they'd even let you in.
Russell Hart, who I work for, great bloke. We love Russ. I said to him,
Rusty,
with baseball next year, what are you going to do? And he goes, I don't know, I'll possibly coach. But he goes, I was talking... wouldn't mind ever swing at the clubs again or whatever, I'll work through it. And I said, okay. And I said, you play? And he said, yeah, I play down at Flagstaff Hill, but I'm only off 14.
Yeah, righto. Well, that's slightly in front of Pete. So
I went and had a look, and that's quite a good average. Like they say 10 to 14 means you're good.
Handicap,
isn't it? Yeah. He said it says that you're not quite professional, but you're a good.
Well, you're less than one shot per hole.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So,
because it'll be 18.
You're plus 14. So
you've just taught me something, old fella. I did not know that's how it worked. Well, see, and this is what I say about us being educational. We are
educational. Yeah, that's what we are.
We are educational.
We talk a lot of shit and not too much truth. But
52 years, I've never known that. That's how they work it out. Of course, because
so plus 14. So you've got to have. Pete's told me how it all works, how it all adds up, and then they divide it, and then it works from there. So when you go and play against the better guys, and you've got a plus 14, it might give you an extra stroke per hole on some holes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that you're still competitive. Well, plus 14 is pretty well par the course, bar 14 holes you might go one over.
Yeah, exactly. So
that still leaves you 4 holes where you're still on par for the course. So that's pretty good to be at that level. You'd be, Phil Hirchhausen and Peter Renfrey.
Yep.
They're at a way different level. Like I'm at a hack level. These guys, when you see Phil and Pete hit, like they can hit 230 metres. I'd be lucky to get 150 metres. They're another field further.
I can do that. I can build them 300 metres. But the problem is, then all the short shit. The chipping and the
but they're good at that as well.
Well, I'm not. You drive it up to sort of the edge of the green. There's a bit of a lip or whatever, and you think, hit that 300 metres. Got a bit of a head wobble. And you get down there and you chip 4 times just to get it onto the green.
The worst one's the one where you hit the ground and the ball goes... You go, fuck!
And then the club ends up 13 kilometres that way.
It does, or it gets snapped. They're the funny ones. We talked about Trumpy's swing last week, which was... And I didn't want to hack on that. I don't look too dissimilar to the way he plays, but...
my dad once up at Highcombe. I don't know if you've played up there.
Yeah, was a member up there.
Went up there on a members' day, and... my dad, he loved his golf, but he just wasn't that great at it. But all the members are looking. My best mate and I, Adam, we've teed off. We're waiting for Jimbo, and he comes up and he swings. 14 metres of lawn disappeared down the hill, but the ball was still sitting there on the tee. And that was in front of all the members. So that was a...
on your Jimbo?
Oh, Jimbo.
He
finished after that round, and he said, "Right, you blokes, I'm never playing again."
Oh, come on, pick
So
up your bat,
he
mate.
threw his stuff in the back of the ute, and we wandered down the hill, and he was true to his word. I'm not ever doing
Is
this
that right?
again.
He never played again.
No, he got the shits.
Got the better of him.
He did indeed.
Well,
and,
for a pilot, that's pretty good that he honoured his word.
oh, he was very much about that, yeah. But we used to say to him, "Oh, come on, mate, come on, ease up, come on, let's go." Yeah.
Well done, Jimbo. That's pretty good stuff. I think
Tools in the back
stand
of the car,
by
off
your
we
word.
go.
Yeah. It's like a boxer saying, "I've retired," and comes back. You know, how many want to do it? Mike Tyson did it, but
Well, I always
not the man he used to be.
said I was going to retire from baseball after the Masters when we had
Yeah,
that
you
a
got
couple of years
baseball
ago.
in your blood. You can't really walk away from it. That's,
Well, the funny thing
that's
is,
your
I haven't
legacy.
played since.
You haven't?
No. Which I'm surprised at, I must say. Like,
Hmm.
I called it and said, that's it. I'm never playing again. And in the back of my mind, I thought, you idiot. Of course you're going to. But
I haven't played.
still haven't played since that day. And
Mr. Connery asked me whether I missed it once, and I said, "No, you probably miss the camaraderie, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
you know, the Saturday mornings. As Joe used to say, it's getting there. It's the journey's part of the game."
oh, absolutely. And, we're playing this mob. They're pretty good. This should be a bit of a challenge
Oh,
today.
let's
Let's
step up.
see how
Let's
we go.
pump
Or-
everyone up by 2 or 3%. That's
Or
good.
we're playing someone that's down the bottom by 50 games. We might as well have a few cans before we go out and not that
And
we
get beaten by 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's all that sort of it, isn't it? Really.
look, it's sport. Australian sport is our heritage, isn't it? That's what our culture is, and that's pretty high up there with women's hair, isn't it? I think sport. Geez, that's a fairly touchy one, but anyway, it does bring us into our
it's
new
a whole
segment,
full
doesn't it?
podcast, that one
With
yeah.
behind the plate.
Good house. Yes.
Week 2, bring it in.
Well, here we go.
Here we go, week 2. Talk of the
Week
week.
2.
The week of
All right,
Saturday,
so-
the
14th.
there you
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's-
And there was no love on the diamond, from what I understand. Especially from the top teams. Just to give a Div 1 round up.
yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
So yesterday, Henley thrashed Gawler, which was probably not. I thought Henley would win, but they smashed him.
Where was it being played?
At Gawler too, which
Okay.
of all things. So
The house of hell that's hot out there. At least they've turned the diamond round the other way,
that's right. But I don't
taking
think
you
that-
away from the hopper, from the dirty bin that used to plague the away team.
Yes, well,
Didn't
I
that
think
fucking
they
stink?
did that deliberately. A bit like the West Aussies last night, not
dirty
putting on
dogs.
the air conditioning in the Vic rooms because it was hot.
Is that right? That was
apparently.
the only way to slow them down, and they still went down.
Yeah, exactly. But so Henley
love
got
Victoria.
the job done. Adelaide Angels
Did
smashed.
Pardo pitch or who pitched?
I don't think Pardo pitches. No, their import did. Parienta. He's very good for Henley. He throws 90s. And Gawler, thought they might have been a bit closer, but they got hammered. So that was an interesting one. That now then puts Gawler out of finals contention with 3 games to go.
Bad luck.
Not that we ever feel sorry for Gawler, but so that puts them out with 3 games to go. They're now 4 games out. Then we had Adelaide absolutely destroy Kensington. Not that we feel sorry for Kensington, but that was a mercy rule 14-2 job to go along with the last time they played when Adelaide beat them 18-0. So if you add that up over a season, 30-odd to 2 for the 2 games is.
That's a big gap.
So Adelaide won. South beat Golden Grove down at South by 10 or so. So that was another big win. So all the top movers, West Torrens beat Goodwood quite comfortably. So all the top movers yesterday won by a fair bit. So
More so just consolidation there, yeah?
yeah, correct. And they just felt, I think, probably they had to get the job done against the lower lights. Interesting game.
Roger doing the job.
East Torrens and Sturt, that went to 9, and it ended up being 11-10
Who won?
in the 9th. East Torrens at home.
Ooh, so they're still in second.
They're in 5th at the moment.
Fifth.
They dropped a bit due to run difference. So just for people that want to know the ladder, you've got Henley on top, game clear of Adelaide Angels, game clear of Souths. And then there's a 3-game gap back to West Torrens, who have moved into 4th now. Equal on points with East Torrens, but they've got a better run difference, if that makes sense. So East Torrens are there. And then we've 5th, and then we go down to Woodville in 6th, who have now...
The Senators.
Yeah, your old mob. They've found themselves now in the top 6. So, and interesting...
Hi, Morty.
Out of yesterday... Morty? Yeah, he's a good fella. Out of yesterday, because Woodville beat Port Adelaide in a high-stakes game at Woodville, that then puts them 3 games clear of Port with 3 games to go. So it looks like now we've got the top 6 set. So other than if Port perform a miracle and win their last 3 and Woodville drop a couple.
Did you say last week there was a couple of double headers this week coming?
Couple of double headers coming up this weekend. Port Adelaide have got Kensington down at Port, and this is what I was saying about if they can pick up a couple, I think that will help them. Other than that, not quite sure who's running around. I know Golden Grove have got their big fixture out at Gawler, so that'll be the Northern Derby. So if you're doing nothing, if your partner sits there and says, I just want to play chess again or something, and you're a bit bored, get out to Gawler. Double header versus Golden Grove. Should be a big day out there. Both want to win, obviously. Should be a ripper day out there at Gawler.
All right.
And forecast is only about 25 at this stage for next Saturday. So wouldn't be a bad day to go out and watch a few games of baseball.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? I think it's still going to be pretty warm. I think the temperature drops back this week to the mid-20s.
Yeah, I think Saturday.
Midweek, yeah, and then bang, it's right back up again to hot by next weekend again, I think.
Up and down like a stripper's
knickers.
It's just up and down every day. But, so great end to the season. I think it'll be a fascinating end to the season. Only a few games left for most teams, for half the teams, and we'll see what the finals produce. Interesting. I don't know if you want me to give an update on the Yankees.
Sure. No, let's bring it on. That's part of it.
Behind the plate. Garrett Cole yesterday threw a 35-pitch bullpen, which I watched most of it. It's on video. And, of course, me being a Garrett fan, I went and watched it. He was throwing mainly 94, topping out at 96. Now, that's got a bit of velo to it.
It's pretty quick.
I'm just concerned.
Maz did come through on the text this week said, keep going, boys. Yeah, there's some good information coming through there. So, all good.
Well, Garrett, he's basically, as I said, he threw a 35-pitch bullpen. Interestingly enough, he's now got a new pitching action. He now, in the traditional sense, throws his hands over his head as he's coming through his action.
Yeah, right. They've changed the whole thing.
So he's changed that, and they asked him, was that tactical? What was he? Why is he doing that? Is it to give him more momentum? His answer, Ash, was, it feels good.
How's that? You can't beat that one.
So
honesty.
So he now, when he comes
policy.
up, throws his hands over his head before launching. So interesting that he's
taking
a
bit longer to throw now, is he?
Yeah, whether that is because of the arm to give him momentum, I don't know. Obviously, he's not going to give you the answer.
You'd have to ask Dipper on that one, wouldn't you?
Dipper doesn't do that, does he?
No, he just falls forward, but he has got that. Yeah. He's got that arm that just goes.
Tops out at 96.
It still goes back and through. Look at John Daly. John Daly was another one that had that fluent arm that it never got rigid. It was almost like a sling, same as Dipper. It's not jerky. It's just smooth, and regardless of what he can do with the ball, it's just amazing to see those arms that are good. They're just easy.
Oh my God, he was one of my favourites.
I'm like a fucking shot putter.
Yeah, well, same here. Yeah, I've tried, and not only that, when I throw it, I yell out, "Get there!" But Dipper,
get out of the way.
Dipper was one of my favourites to watch as I was umpiring from behind the mound because he was just so smooth. He knew his pitches. He knew where he wanted to put them, and it was just clockwork. And you'd watch him pitch a full game sometimes. He'd strike out 14 because they had no idea. What
considering he's had 3 knee reconstructions, he doesn't own any of them. he actually doesn't even push off his back leg. He just leans forward.
Yeah.
And still to generate all that power, it's unreal.
Upper body strength is enormous. But
he's a bulldog.
But like you said, I think part of it is just that free-flowing...
I think it's a smile, isn't it?
Well, I think he smiles when he strikes him out.
I think he smiles before he even chucks it at
I think Dipper even smiles when someone makes an error. He just goes, geez, sort of thing. But, he's... one of the world great blokes too, Dipper. I love him immensely, but geez, pitching, watching that from behind, I used to laugh, and opposition teams go, why are you laughing? Because he just set them up. 2 easy curveballs that drop off the table. They'd come forward in the batter's box,
like on a string.
and then he'd just zoom it down the middle, and they'd be 3 minutes behind it, and there was an art to it. And geez, it was one of my favourite things.
He had his little duck wobble as he walked off, and
bit of a head wobble to it as well. Bit of head wobble as he came off. But I loved it. I used to just automatically put down 3 votes dip block when I was umpiring before the game had started.
All right.
Fill out my 3-2-1. I'd have dip block at the start.
So this week the big mover is Tibbo's West Torrens. Is that right?
Yeah.
West Torrens have come up?
They have. We always thought they were going to, right? Because West Torrens are just strong. Like they're always having.
They are. They're always there.
Not that you and I like them.
You don't get a free lunch.
Don't like them.
No.
I always said to people,
I'm intimidated every time I drive into that frickin' roundabout as you come in.
Yeah, and that's
intimidation.
But that's what you want your club to be. That's what I always said to Dodger people. I want it to be like we're driving down to Henley, that we're driving into West Torrens, that you just know whichever team you're going there, you think, oh, well, God, bloody hell, we got Dodgers today. Dodgers, this is going to be hard,
Oh, you get a cuddle. You get a cuddle when you rock up.
I think we were too nice. I think we used to walk around.
You get a cuddle. You get a cuddle. That's what you're known for.
No, we used to walk around going, g'day, fellas, can we buy you an extra beer? Or, you enjoy your day. But I don't know.
Well, we do hand out a bit of beer up there. That's good, though. Like I like that.
Even Adelaide.
Yeah.
You go down there and they want to take your
life.
life.
I think it's a pretty good fraternity for that. I think that if you're hosting, then you certainly look after, the people that are up there to make the effort to come all the way up here and play. And no, I think it's good. I think it's a great fraternity, and it's not a massive fraternity here in Adelaide, but it's got a fairly large base for, as Scotty used to say, a boutique sport. Hey, goes for 2 hours game time.
It's passionate. There's a lot of people involved.
2 hours baseball, 6 hours drinking. It's good. The balance is right.
The only thing with West Torrens that I'm
getting home from Rutland.
Well, going past the horses. Tim Day.
Hey, Bob, we need a bus. We need a bus to get home.
Bob would drive a bus down there. I reckon he would. But the only thing, if we're going to talk about the finals coming up, the only thing I would say there with West Torrens, the only thing I'm concerned about, they're the only team in that top 4 that has lost their main pitcher. For those that don't know, the World Baseball Classic starts on the 5th of March, goes to about the 30th of March. Australia is in that. Yeah, exactly. Magic. But one of the pitchers that is gone to that team from South Australia is Cooper Morgan, who was the guy that West Torrens got from the ACT. He throws them 95, 96. He was with the Giants. He's now with Baseball Australia for the World Baseball Classic. So if he's gone for a month and a bit, then he won't be here pitching finals, which will help. Hurt West Torrens slightly. So because he helped get them there. So that was the only thing I was thinking the other night when I was looking at all the stats and who's in the team. So I thought that possibly they lose their top liner. So
beautiful work.
Anyway,
behind the plate. That's
behind the plate. Another week.
The Shaun Evans division. Well done, mate. You've done it again. You've kept everybody up. That's what it's all about. It's fairly short, sharp, and shiny, and all it does is tops us up on where everybody's at. And
if we do this again next Sunday, no, you probably won't. Actually, you'll have family over. So
they're gone on. I think they're gone on the Saturday again. So no, we'll try to keep the Murray Sontag. I used to work with Murray Sontag down at the other smelter there.
Yeah.
He used to hang all these metal doors.
Did he?
He was unreal. The way they used to rotate these doors, and these doors are heavy. They're like 100 100+ kilogram doors.
Wow.
And he'd swing it round, and he was an old man when I knew him, and you know what?
How'd he do it then?
Just it was all balance.
Oh, okay.
You know, the less you lift, the better. You learn to move these things by not lifting them, but by...
Well, I suppose experience teaches you that, doesn't
mate,
it?
you can't buy it, you know.
Yeah.
You just got to watch. A
Yeah.
bit like watching Joe World, really. It's the same sort of thing. You just got to have nice, gentle, soft hands. And Joe's got big hands, beautiful hands. But, no, it's all good. It's all good. That's the week was behind the plate.
Yeah, thank you. And next week, if we are potting... Cannot wait to give you an update on what happens in the double dipper again in the double dip game out at Gawler next week. That's going to be the main one to keep an eye on.
What day?
Saturday out there. There'll be one game at 1:30 approximately, and then the next one will be about 4 out there at Gawler. So if you're bored or if you're not bored and you like baseball, you know,
or snowboard or yeah.
Whatever you want to do, get out there on a pony or a donkey, ride a donkey out there because I think there's still pre-existing. Oh, no,
what about the Winter Olympics? We will just touch base on that because
yes.
We're into snowboarding. My son Reese is certainly a snowboarder, and I've had a go at it myself. The half pipe, old Scotty ended up with the silver. He didn't end up with the gold.
Yeah.
There was a doco out on YouTube earlier around Christmas time about his push to try to get the ultimate gold medal, which didn't quite come to his dream. You know, I tend to think that might be it now. He's getting long in the tooth. He might go another 4 years or 2 years. I don't know. But to go again for gold, you think your run's, 40 seconds for another 4 years. That's a lot of work, isn't it? So,
absolutely.
Silver medal. I actually didn't even see it, but apparently he landed not too well, which killed his scores.
So, what event was this in?
In the half pipe.
Right. Okay.
So we've got the other one, which is sort of like the girls downhill.
Yeah.
The girl got gold in that one. I forget what her name is. Apologies.
The American.
Australian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes. No, just talking all Aussie here. So they've done very, very well. We're in Italy, aren't we? Really, like Greece.
Isn't it spectacular? Have you seen the vision of the slopes and the mountains?
Unbelievable.
I just thought, I don't even care. I'd go down. I'd break my leg, but I'd go down that. That looks spectacular.
Fairly daunting. You know, there's where it is too is it's not far from Milan.
Yep.
And you're really that close to Switzerland. Like you can ski from Switzerland to Italy in one afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's that close. So where they are, they've got an abundance of elevation, and they're also north of the equator. So you know, they're always guaranteed snow there. It's just a wonderful place. Well, the Northern Hemisphere all seems to have those elevated mountains, if you like, that always, I say that if you look at North America this year, they've had the shit show of the year with snow.
Oh, have they?
Even last year was very late, like when Reese was still in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Up in Whistler there, they had a very dry Christmas, and it really wasn't till around this time in February that they started to get a few late dumps. But at the moment, if you have a look at most of the ski fields in the northern parts of America, lawn, rocks, just a bit of snow, not much at all.
So
Europe's
when
got plenty.
Trump says climate change isn't a thing, well, perhaps he's not right.
Is it
that or is it not? This is my question. I get bagged a lot when I say this because I say, people go, climate change. Is it that, or is it just like what is it? I get bagged for saying it's not climate change, or it is, or whatever. People bag me.
Well, I don't remember 1,000 years ago to know what the graphs were. So if you were to go off facts, where are the facts? Yes, you can say, all right, it's gone up 0.25 of a degree, which is obviously enormous.
Yeah.
I think if you see Antarctica slide past New Zealand, you'd be shitting yourself. Wouldn't you?
Cool, bro.
Lots of UFOs down there. Antarctica is the new Goss world down there. There's so much going on.
Have you watched a lot of the Winter Olympics, or you?
Just a little bit of it.
Yeah. I like a good sports story. right? A comeback or whatever. I love those sort of things. And Lindsay Vonn, who was the American downhill skier, she had 4 knee reconstructions, and they didn't even put an ACL back into her knee last time she had the operation because they said, well, there's no point. So they put in these bits and pieces in there to keep it afloat.
They just put a bigger strap on it. Yeah.
So she's qualified. I thought, I love this. So they were talking her up. So I went and got a glass of drink and I got some chips and I put myself in the sofa and I put the thing up and I thought, let's watch this, see how she goes. Because they said, well, even though she's had those injuries, she's quite possibly favourite to get a gold medal. And I thought, wow, can you imagine that? This story will be enormous. Anyway, all the excitement, 30 seconds in, she topples, she hits the flag with her right shoulder as she goes past. Just tips it, but it sort of caught her arm a little bit. And she flung right, and that put her off balance. Next thing you know, she's rolled, bang, 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 bang. She's laying on the screaming her head off. And the whole place has gone dead quiet. Anyway, the long story short, she's broken her leg in 3 places and done her ACL in the other leg now. And her dad says it might be time to give up.
You reckon they're pretty hardcore, the girls, especially when they play netball. But
I thought
to come down the track at 160 kilometres an hour and say, yeah, I think it might be time, Dad.
Oh, she got caught on the flag and knee. Anyway, so I was disappointed with that. I thought, oh, bloody hell, the dream didn't come, it ended up in...
You know what it's like kicking your shin. It hurts like hell. Imagine breaking it in 3 places.
Oh.
Fuck that.
And the worst thing was just hearing her scream live on telly.
Mate, a big shout out to Josh Connery, gas fitters.
Yes.
He's doing really well.
Is he?
Yeah, they came over Christmas time and did a bit of work around the house here. And
good.
I was meant to make mention of it a couple of weeks ago, but g'day to you boys.
Yes.
I know Steve's still around the traps there helping out.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hasn't fully retired yet?
No, he's still in the background there, but it's now Joshy's got it. And,
nice.
They're doing very well. So all your gas needs and whatever, give Joshy a call and get the boys to come round and get your gas works.
Well, again, I should have called Josh the other day. Well, you keep mentioning these plugs, and I think, I've got stuff at home. We got our gas meter changed the other day at home. And they said, just flick this button and everything will come back on. But anyway, the hot water didn't come back on for 2 days. So
was it an on-off button or what was it?
Oh, don't bloody know. Some bloke came out and, I wasn't there and fixed it.
Don't worry, I've done the same at home. That was an on-off button and... Man, he said, what's wrong with you dumb tradies? You know,
I was getting that from the missus as well.
You know where the buttons are?
Why don't you bloody fix it?
No.
Well, I got no idea, love. If you think I like cold showers, well, yeah. Anyway. But,
cold showers when it's hot's fine, but middle of winter, mate, you're really looking for a nice hot shower on the shoulders.
I copped it verbally on that one for not fixing it, but I had no idea. I'd stick that to people that know what they're doing. But Connery is... I should have called Josh and just said, hey, mate.
Oh, shit, yeah. No, they're all local. They've been around a long, long time. So if you need that sort of work done, give them a call. It's we can put some contact numbers up later and,
Yeah, put them on. And look, Josh, the other day, I went down and watched Dodgers and Kensington, obviously, down at Cardinal Park. But Josh wasn't playing that day, so I don't know where he was. Perhaps he was out... working on a Saturday.
There you go. Bowsand maintenance. Yeah, if you need a little bit of work done around the home, I think you've got to about June, and then you'll start to find that the phone doesn't get answered. So if you want some good work done and some great rates, give them a call.
Yeah,
they're all local guys. They're all part of the fraternity, and hey, give them a call. Use them up. They're very good tradies, and that's what it's all about. It's a brotherhood that we're in here, and
absolutely get them work and get them help, and make sure that their pockets are flowing with money. They'd be good.
Shano did ring me from Adelaide. Sliding Door Solutions. He did say, tell Shaun that he can come around and have a look at your shower as well. So,
hello.
So he won, I lost. I got booted up. So
I thought that was a no for sure. I reckon that was a no for sure.
It was a yes, mate. So I'll give him your number, and he'll give you a ring and pop around and have a look.
Quite honestly, it'll take the bloke about 38 seconds to fix what I've got. But I'm just as a home maintenance guy, I'm very good at doing podcasts and baseball. I'm just.
Well, that's all you've got to do
now. Not my go.
What about politics? What have we learned this week?
Oh, gee, what another big week there, too.
Here we go.
Liberals, changed leader, Angus Taylor.
I did see that Madam had stepped aside.
Yes, and resigned straight away in the biggest up you could possibly give. She's forced a by-election now in Farrer, her seat of Farrer, because she's quit politics altogether.
Said enough's enough.
So I thought that was a bit of an up you, but I guess if you're going to get sacked as a leader, you might as well do a bit of an up you on the way.
Look, I might be talking from left field here, but I think in Australian politics too, I think it's so hard for females to get into that top job and have the backing of the parties for some reason. It seems to be a very what would you say, a very male-dominated thing. Rightly or wrongly, I hope that there is change coming soon. I think there needs to be change. I think that our lightly coloured hair friend coming with the ginger locks might be the one to...
fan of pants.
She might be the one to actually get in there and make some changes. But
she's not afraid of anyone. And look, I mean,
we'll wait on policy. We'll make sure that we don't go too close to it before we know the facts. But
it's going to be interesting. Look, Angus Taylor and Jane Hume is now deputy Liberal leader, very strong performer. From Victoria, and he's from New South Wales, so I think that's why they've gone down that path to cover the two main states, and then installed a leader as deputy. You know, was that to then make sure that they've saying, well, we're not all men, Liberal Party. It'll be interesting, but their policies are going to be interesting because Labor are already playing ads where they've stuffed up themselves, both of those guys, over the last few years. So there's plenty for them to have a go at. So I don't know. Is it someone? Malcolm Turnbull was quite interesting. Malcolm, on the day it all happened, they asked him for comment, and he said, "Well, Angus Taylor is the most knowledgeable idiot going around."
Love it.
So I've always listened to Malcolm. I like Malcolm. He tends to sit on the fence, but he likes saying things well. But he came out and said he's the most knowledgeable idiot. So
isn't that the Aussie way? I do love that. I do back it.
So what do we get? I don't know. Do they change it much? I think the One Nation, as we've said on this program, is crawling at a rapid pace. 26% primary vote. Liberals only 16. Can they turn that around? They're going to have to do it with policy because they can't just sit with what they've got. They're going to have to bring out something that is...
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully now the Liberal side of it can start to re-establish itself and start to build it back up, and then obviously whether she only gets a portion of it but a greater portion of it, then that's in the benefit of supporting the Liberal Party anyway. And you know, it doesn't matter where I vote, but I do think that would be good, that if they are a supportive group, which I think over time, if they can get their policies up and start to instigate good change for the betterment of this country, then you would then start to back her a little bit more. But
well, the state poll, did you see that during the week?
No, I didn't.
So the state poll showed One Nation polling at 35%.
Seems massive, doesn't it?
Right, so that is huge. Now, Liberal Party were at, 0.18 or something, and they asked Ashton Hearn, the Liberal leader, what does she think of the poll? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it doesn't affect me. I'm just trying to win. Well, okay, sweetheart. It is just going to be so fascinating, because you may find that Pauline is the main opposition in South Australia to Labor after this election. If that happens, Ash, that is just
absolutely
going to be jaw-dropping. So how do the Libs rescue this in the next, what have we got, about a month, 27th of March, so what are we, month and 13 days away, so just over a month. In that time, can they rescue that? I'm not sure they can. I'm not sure they can rescue that, the Libs. So, yeah, you and I love our politics. Obviously, we won't say which side of the fence we sit on because we'll get in trouble for that. But, Mallee and Labor at this stage certainly look like they're going to run.
No, but I think
right.
it's a fairly good one just to get a basic upgrade again. We're not here as political commentators. We're just here to try to, once again, just put it in basic terms for the basic people like us and say, hey, this is what we think, this is where it's at. So I think it's good. I think it's a good overall for everybody on everything that we do discuss.
Oh, absolutely. And look, but the only reason I mentioned the poll was I thought that was just unbelievable. Again, in a week where I've nearly dropped the phone 18 times over stuff I've seen, that was another one where I thought, crikey, she is just...
Steve Irwin,
she could be the...
Crikey.
Yes.
Oh, Bobby's doing all right, isn't he? He's looking good, nice and fit, doing the dancing.
Who's that, Bobby?
Bobby Irwin.
Yes, yeah. He's another one where we don't know which side of the fence he sits on, but he's
as cut as a lean piece of beef, isn't he? He's looking great.
He is, and
get up to the Australia Zoo there up on the Sunshine Coast. That's
never been.
If you get up there, it's like Disneyland. It's at that quality of product.
Probably cheaper than Disneyland.
It's. I think you're spending $25 for a hot dog and a drink, but to get in there and have a look, it's. Excuse me, I've good ilk to go and see it.
No, I haven't been there, so I'd like to get the kids up there. Just as an aside, though, you mentioned Disneyland. The kids and I looked up how much it is for 4 days.
Anaheim, yeah.
For 4 people, 4 adults. Have a crack.
You'd be looking
4
at...
days.
You'd be looking at $5,000.
$4,000 for 4 people to go to Disneyland for 4 people. Are you kidding? And that wasn't even taking...
Was that both parks? Was that the...
Yeah, the joint one. That's the joint one. But, 4 days for $4,000. If you don't enjoy it...
That's a lot of money. Plus, you've got to get there on a plane. So,
well, yeah. And then I had to add a Yankees game, which, I wasn't going to go all that way.
Yeah, well, the Jim Beam bar's worth $600 for 3 seats, so you can get in that one as well and spend another $1,000.
Good God.
I think beers were $25-$30, so I didn't even bother. Hey, a big shout out to Rob and Marty Hall.
Yep.
Rob owns the Rialto Hotel in Victoria, British Columbia. There's a new podcast starting soon this year
lovely.
in 2026, so we're going to cross over onto Table 18 and have some fun there. So we're going to wind this one up again. We've got to the hour again.
It's been good fun again, isn't it?
Been a lot of fun, and this has been a Milne Road Studios production.
Enjoy Sunday, folks. Have a good one.
It's a lot of fun there, Shawnee. It's very, very hot in here again, 37, but...
good weight loss program, but good fun.
Be nice to be surrounded by at least one of our fans, and good luck for Michelle on Tuesday when she gets
Michelle.
this one.
Yes.
All right, buddy. You have a good week, mate.
You take care, mate, and good... Happy week to everyone out there. Gary Charalambus.
Good on you, Gary. Hey, Jeff and Helen.